planes first entered the battlefield during World War I, they were used for reconnaissance, gathering crucial information without risking troops on the ground. However, it didn't take long for combat aviation to evolve. By World War II, bombers became the terror of the skies, capable of striking deep into enemy territory with devastating precision. This aircraft brought a new dimension to warfare, allowing for long-range strikes, air superiority, and aerial combat that could change the tide of conflict. Fast forward to the present, and this evolution has reached its pinnacle with the B-21 Raider, ushering in a new era of stealth, precision, and dominance that keeps US enemies guessing. The B-21 was conceived to address the future of warfare, a battlefield defined by the next-generation threats that require unmatched precision, undetectability, and global reach. With how increasingly sophisticated US adversaries are getting, bringing advanced anti-access area denial (A2AD) systems to the table, the US can no longer solely rely on traditional aircraft. It needs the B-21, a bomber designed to penetrate those heavily defended zones, delivering both conventional and nuclear payloads deep into high-end threat environments. For this reason, this bomber is a critical part of modernizing the US Air Force's aging fleet, replacing older aircraft like the B-1 Lancer and the B-2 Spirit, which, despite their effectiveness, are showing signs of wear in an increasingly complex global security environment. But what makes the B-21 a worthy replacement for these heavyweights? Well, the B-21 Raider isn't just another stealth bomber. It's a sixth-generation stealth aircraft, combining over 3 decades of strike and stealth technology into a single, powerful platform. What sets it apart is its ability to operate undetected in contested environments, where enemy radar and defenses are most concentrated. Northrop Grumman, the B-21's developer, has continually refined its stealth capabilities, using state-of-the-art materials and advanced manufacturing technologies to ensure the Raider can outmaneuver and outlast just about any detection system. Best of all, its open system architecture means that the B-21 will evolve alongside its threats. Unlike previous bombers that required significant upgrades or block changes, the B-21 can integrate new technologies, sensors, and weapon systems without major overhauls. Compared to the B-2, which can take over 60 hours of maintenance for every hour in the air, the B-21's streamlined design and open architecture could cut that time significantly, ensuring more time in the sky and less time in hangars. This flexibility will also ensure that the Raider will remain a cornerstone of US air power for decades to come. Now let's throw some numbers into the mix to help you understand just how impressive the B-21 truly is. While the B-2 Spirit, introduced in the 1990s, had a hefty price tag of over $2 billion per aircraft, the B-21 is designed with cost efficiency in mind, coming in at $692 million per unit in 2022 dollars. That's a massive reduction in cost, achieved through digital engineering and streamlined production processes, but without compromising on performance or capability. This silent Raider can carry up to 30,000 pounds of both nuclear and conventional weapons, making it one of the most versatile bombers in the world. Now, 30,000 pounds is actually less than half the payload capacity of the B-52 Stratofortress, which can carry up to 70,000 pounds. However, it's the B-21's stealth and advanced technology that makes it far more lethal, enabling it to strike deep into enemy territory undetected, a trade-off that sacrifices war firepower for mind-blowing survivability. It's also important to note that a single B-21 can deliver this. How that's classified. However, estimates suggest that the B-21 will have an unfueled range exceeding 6,000 miles, allowing it to reach virtually any target on the globe. The B-21 leaves very few places for America's enemies to hide. Number 2, the long-range hypersonic weapon, also known as Dark Eagle. In today's rapidly evolving geopolitical landscape, the balance of military power is constantly shifting. Both Russia and China have made significant strides in developing hypersonic weapons, technology capable of bypassing even the most advanced missile defense systems. These weapons are not only fast, but also maneuverable, making them nearly impossible to intercept. How fast exactly? Well, hypersonic missiles can travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5, 5 times the speed of sound, which equates to over 3,800 miles per hour. From this information alone, it's abundantly clear that maintaining global military superiority is no longer guaranteed without countering these technological advances. So that's precisely what the US has done. The long-range hypersonic weapon, LRHW, ominously dubbed Dark Eagle, is America's response to these emerging threats. This missile, with its unparalleled speed, range, and precision, is designed to engage critical targets such as A2AD systems, which are key to neutralizing the long-range capabilities of the enemy. The development of Dark Eagle has been a joint effort between Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman, with the Army and Navy closely collaborating to ensure seamless integration across multiple platforms, including ships, submarines, and ground launch systems. A quick look at the Dark Eagle's specs will make you think you've somehow wandered into a sci-fi movie of sorts, but there's no science fiction here, just the cutting edge of military innovation ready to redefine warfare. At its core, the LRHW consists of a ground-launched missile paired with a hypersonic glide body, all backed by sophisticated transport, support, and fire control systems. This next-generation marvel can soar at hypersonic speeds exceeding 3,800 miles per hour, launching from a transport vehicle deep into enemy territory. To put this speed into perspective, the Dark Eagle could cover the distance from Washington, D.C. to Los Angeles in less than 40 minutes. What makes the LRHW so undetectable and unstoppable is its unpredictable path. Unlike traditional ballistic missiles, which follow a predictable arc that can be tracked and anticipated, the Dark Eagle employs advanced maneuverability techniques that allow it to alter its trajectory mid-flight. This dynamic flight profile confounds enemy radar systems, making it nearly impossible for US adversaries to gauge its final destination. And thanks to the mind-boggling range of at least 2,000 nautical miles, the final destination could be just about anywhere. Besides speed, range, and unpredictability, we must also mention the LRHW's altitude. The Dark Eagle is designed to remain at the edge of space, adding to its stealth capabilities. Operating at such high altitudes, the Dark Eagle slips through the thin layers of the atmosphere, rendering conventional detection methods utterly ineffective. Once unleashed, it reaches the upper atmosphere, evading air and missile defenses until the moment of impact, and by then, it's too late for US adversaries to respond. And as if all these impressive characteristics aren't enough, we still have one more to cover: flexibility. The Dark Eagle can deliver both conventional and nuclear munitions, making it versatile in any scenario. From a surgical strike to a full-scale deterrence mission, a single LRHW battery consists of 4 transporter erector launchers,